Alright, welcome back to another video. But before I start doing the intro and all that, I'm gonna announce two things. This was my last week of 531, the 3-month prep. So the first phase, 90% of your max with squat, bench, deadlift, and shoulder press. Then the next month, 92.5%, and then the third month 95%. I haven't showed the 5 and the 3 week, and that's what I'm going to show. This is the 1 rep week, the 531 AMRAP week, when you do 95% of your 95% max for one or more. But I decided not to do it because the second announcement is I'm going to do my first USAPL powerlifting meet November 19th in Salt Lake City. It will not be Utah. It will be in Utah, but it will not be in California. So I've yet to do a USAPL. I've yet to do a USAPL meet, period. But it will be my first USAPL meet. Will not be in California, because there was a Thanksgiving one in November, and then there was another one in San Diego. But they're both closed, they're sold out, and I don't want to be on a waiting list. I don't want to get ready for nothing possibly. So this one was open. There was only 26 lifters. October. It was September 30th when I signed up. So it's October 3rd. Right now because it's 12:15 a.m. It was October 2nd, not that long ago. So it's about 31 lifters now. A few days later, I expect it to be about a meet of 100 by the time November 19th comes. So it's not going to be it looks like it for sure is a local meet, but it's not going to be very packed, I would say, because the San Diego one and the Thanksgiving one, which was in California, I'm not sure which city, could have been Long Beach. Those seem sold out for a while. But either way, this is not for my competition. Powerlifting should be for you and you. You compete against yourself, even if you're number one or not. And that's what I'm doing. And this is 100%. They always say Chris Brown had a interview in 2000. Let me look it up real quick. When Fortune came out, his album Fortune album. Let me look it up when it came out. That came out, I'm gonna say 2012. Oh, I was right. July 3rd, 2012. He was getting interviewed around July 1st, 2nd, maybe late June, right before it came out, or right as it came out. And they asked him on the Daily Show. I can't find the clip. I would show it on the video if I could find it. They asked him which one's your favorite album, and this was after all his controversies he had. Fame was the album before, I'm pretty sure, because I remember going to a Fame concert in 2011. I would say Fame was the one right before, or yeah, Fame, because then there's Fame and Fortune. Yeah, not Graffiti. Graffiti's, I'm not the biggest Chris Brown fan, but I did. Yeah, it was Fame for sure. It was Fame and then Fortune. Fame stood for something. Don't remember. It's not the point. And then Fortune, and then he started naming his babies. One royalty is after his baby. So they asked him what's his favorite album, because Fame had just happened and all that controversy. That was the Fame was the Sorry album, Sorry and Good Guy, and then Fortune was more Back to Being Me. That's how I understood it. Maybe I'm way off. But he said, after all my albums, all the controversies, after everything, after people thought he threw a chair out a window, but he really punched the window and it cracked, because, people were asking him stuff that he didn't want to hear. He said Fortune was his favorite. And the one interviewing him, I think on the Daily Show, the girl was like, oh, come on, it can't be Fortune just because it's the next one. And he's like, no, it really is Fortune. It's the next one, but it's for sure Fortune. And that's kind of what I sound like saying my next meet is my favorite meet, my most anticipated meet, my most challenging meet. I say that every meet, just probably Chris Brown did, and every artist says when they have an album, or just people in general when they have a race or have anything, bodybuilding show. Obviously, because I did 531 for 3 months. I didn't finish this last week. This was the last week, and I didn't count the deload because I wasn't going to do the deload anyway, because I planned on doing a meet, right around November, and that's what I'm going to do, November 19th. So I didn't do it last week, but I'm going to mention some cons about why I didn't like 531, what made me stop. I already mentioned it, but I'm going to say them again. The cons, I'm going to start with the bad news. The 5 weeks, the first week of every month is just a lot of reps, and it's not even that heavy. But the jumps are huge, and I don't take huge jumps like that. And if I do, the 40, 50, 60 warm-up sets are 5, 5, 3. That's 13 reps already. And then 15 more, or more, because the last one's an AMRAP. So the minimum, 15 plus 13, 28 minimum. And then, second week's not so bad because it's 5, 5, 3, which is still kind of crazy. And then you do 9. So 5, 5, 3, what? 13 plus 9, 22 minimum. And then what? 8 plus 5, 3, 1, 8, 9. 8 plus 9, 17 minimum. So the jumps and the warm ups were crazy because most powerlifters don't warm up 5-5-3, 5-5-5, or 5-5-3, 3-3-3, 5-5-3, 5-3-1. The way I do it, and a lot of people, but I'm just go with me because this is about my experience. One plate, 133, 135, whatever, on squat and deadlift and bench, 5. And then not for bench, but squat and deadlift, 2 plates to 221. 221 because we're talking about like kilo denominations. Pounds and kilos are the same, but it's not like 45s that I'm using. I do have 45s, but also have 44s. 221 for 3. And then I used to do 276 for 1, and then 313 for 1, like 309, 308, whatever. But now today I went straight because I squatted today, and it was the first time back doing my normal stuff. I went 133 for 5, 221 for 3 on squat, and then 311 for 1. Felt good. It was a huge jump because 531's huge jumps anyway, but you're doing a lot of reps with those huge jumps. And then I did 338 after 311 for 1, and then 361 for 1, and then 366 for the top set. I'm gonna show that later. I could have just showed it right now, but I want to show the progress of the 5-3 week. So the first 5 week, I don't know. It makes it kind of 531's kind of discouraging. Like I said with the cons, I already got to the cons. I'm still on the cons. It's a little discouraging, doing that. Like the first 5 week, doing all that volume just makes you think like you're weaker. Like I know I'm doing keto. That's why I said this is the most challenging me because keto, low carbs. I've lost weight. I'm 190 now. It's the lightest I've ever been. I'm not gonna do a water cut. This could be arguably harder. I don't think it's harder than a water cut, but just being light. I'm gonna do the 90 kg division. USAPL just changed. They were doing I think 94, 93, whatever it was, but now they're 90 like USPA. So 198 is the most I can weigh, 198.4. But I'm gonna be weighing about like 188 probably because I'm carb up the week of the taper week, the easy week. That's when the 3 months of keto is done, and I'm gonna carb up that week. So at least I'll have something. I'm gonna gain something. I'm gonna get some fluids and carbs, so I'm gonna gain weight. I plan to be about 182 by then. I was thinking of doing the 82.5 division, but I was like, nah, I'd rather have the carbs and just gain and be a light 198. And I've never been this light. I've never been underweight, and I've never not. My last time I didn't do cut was my first meet. And then I think nationals. No, the last one I did, the Super Bowl on February 13th. I didn't do a water cut, but I just drank a gallon a day the last week just in case, and then like a little bit the day before. So it was like kind of a water cut, but not really, not like the normal ones I do. So I knew for a fact when I got back to doing what I do, like the normal warm ups I do, it would make a huge difference, and it did because today was amazing. 366 for 3. I had 2 reps in reserve, so it was an RPE 8. And the working sets were super easy. 311, 3x4. And I'm just going to show it. I've been talking so much about it. So that was easy. And I'm just starting really slow because I made the mistake of going hard. Like I'm going to peak 6 weeks. Usually do 4. Arguably 5. I'm going to do 6 weeks peaking. And I haven't squatted twice a week in a while. I haven't done like working sets in a while because it was like lower intensity with 531, just one hard set, one drop set, stuff like that. And 531, I didn't do working sets at all. Technically, the warm ups were, but it was just the top set and no working set. So I'm back to it, going really easy because, like I said, I made the mistake of going too hard, too fast with peaking for a meet. So I'm not gonna do that now. 4 weeks out, I'm gonna start using. I sold my reds. You don't see the reds in the videos anymore because I sold them. I was planning on selling everything because I'm gonna move soon, and it's not ideal to take it because what if I don't have the room? So I could always buy another set later. It's no problem once I have a house. Don't have one of those yet. Need to invest into that. But what I was saying is I'm gonna start using reds 4 weeks out. So 2 weeks is gonna be these blues, and then last week, it's no problem. The taper week I'll use my blues again. It's not big. Might as well go to the gym if I'm paying for it. But I will get one free week because I'll be going to Legends. Legends Barbell and Asperia. It's the closest gym to me. But I'm going to be going to Legends to get a change of scenery, and that place is huge. I always wanted to go. It used to be like an Albertsons. It was a small Legends, and then Legends 2.0 was like, it used to be an Albertsons, so it's huge. I know that. Never really been to a huge powerlifting gym besides Metroflex Castle and Dallas Fort Worth, but I didn't work out. I just competed. So gonna be going there 4 weeks out so I could have the reds. It's smart to use reds before the meet. I don't plan on using these blues the whole time. Obviously, I just explained that. So here's the 531 stuff. I got better at editing. Like I'm such an idiot. I got better at editing. I didn't know how to edit it's common sense. You can tell my videos, but I knew, but I didn't know how to do what I'm doing right now. Like this right here. I think it's gonna be right here. So long story short, I need to stop talking about. I need to stop getting off topic. 366. I'm pretty sure it was. That sucks so bad. It was an AMRAP of 5. Got 2, and it was beltless. So I got 2. Rest pause did 3, but 2 in a row. Horrible. Couldn't even get 5. Next week, I think I did a belt. I'm pretty sure. You'll see right here if I did or not. I'm gonna just go with I did do a belt. 386 for 3. I only got 2. I was very close, and I used the belt. I knew for a fact like the last one week, because I was 5-3. The last 1 week on 92.5%. That was 398, and I got 1 beltless. And I thought if I do 407 for 1 this week, which would have been today, this session I just had, I was like, I don't think it would have gone good. So, like I said, I want to go too fast, hard too fast anyway, so I just didn't do the last week. 366 for 3, 2 reps in reserve, RP 8, and then 311, 3x4. That was about an RP 8. It's probably even easier looking at it, but in the moment, it felt like an 8. I'm very honest with my RPs. I think most people lie about it. People hated that about RP, and I used to hate that, and I still do, but I know I'm honest. Because some would say that was a 7, but I'm going to go with 8, because that shit hurt. Maybe I could have done 2, maybe I could have done like 3 more and made it a 7, but who cares? Like, I'm just going to progressively overload. Top set, easy working sets, but still progressively overload. And I can always go crazier, 4 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, but not too crazy. My goal for this meet is to have... Man, I want to beat my highest total, which isn't good, but this is a keto total weighing less total, so I'm weaker technically. But if I out total my highest total, I got stronger because I should be weaker. So with less, way less carbs, because that was a carb machine before, but like with 50 grams of carbs or less, I have about 30 tops a day, sometimes 15, sometimes 20 or 10, because it's really just the sauce, like the barbecue sauce and the ketchup. It's has no sugar, has like sugar but not included added sugar. I have natural sugar or no sugar, and that's pretty much it. That's like the only carbs I have. And sometimes Greek yogurt, it has 17 grams, but I don't always have a Greek yogurt, and that is keto friendly, the one I eat. So it's a huge win this meet. If I 1240 is my highest. If I tie that, meh, but I want to do at least more, like 15 pounds more. I'm gonna go back to this video the day of the meet and see if I eat my words, but I do want to do more with less energy technically, but you know, keto burning fats, I never felt more tired. I did SBD sessions on keto. By the way, I'm not gonna do any for this meet, but I could do it. I know for a fact I could do it. I just don't want to spend 4.5 hours lifting. I can easily just do 1 day. A lot of people do 1 day. People think you need to do SBD, and I've said SBD is good like 3 or 2 weeks out, so you can get used to it, because meet day will be SBD, and it's harder doing SBD in a training session, way harder compared to meet. But I'm not gonna do any SBD. Just not gonna do it, and I know it's gonna be fine. I'll be fine, because I've done SBD and my legs were still a little wobbly on meet week. So it's like, what difference did it make? Like my legs were like wobbly. I'm warming up for squats. It was weird, and I don't get nervous. Like I've never been nervous at a powerlifting meet. It's not me being cocky. I just don't get nervous. I just think the lactic acid. Maybe the tapers, my tapers are too light, because I'm notorious for going pretty light on my tapers. A lot of people go light. A typical taper week for powerlifter will be top set, openers. Like 1 set of the opener, maybe 3. But I'll say 1 set of the opener and easy working sets, like 3x2, easy. Or like 3x3, whatever. And some people don't even deadlift the week of. Not saying everyone, but some don't. And some will do deadlift, maybe openers, maybe not. Because deadlift, like, you have the most energy reserves, and you don't have to go crazy on that one the week of, because that's just, you have the most energy reserves on deadlifts. That's why some people don't even do it, because you'll be fine, and you don't want to overkill, like do overkill the week of on deadlifts, and it is the last lift, so you gotta have energy for that. But you know, I'm not a biggest fan of SBD, because time is so valuable to me. And like I said, I don't want to spend 4.5 hours in the gym, so I'm not going to do it. This would be like the only meet where I won't do any SBD at all. My first meet, I only did SBD 2 weeks out. And the week of it was a taper. And that, I had a coach, and that was no openers. The taper week was light. So that's why, like, I've done taper weeks like that, and I've done the opener taper week. So I think I'll go with the opener for the taper. Opener, which I don't know what it is yet. We'll see, because it's RP going by feel. The meet's in 7 weeks, so in 6 weeks we'll see. So I'll do opener and just like a 3x2. That's it. Super light. So what my routine will look like, it'll be Sunday. Yeah, I lift Sundays. And it's the best day for any. First of all, no one goes to the gym on a Sunday. I mean, I'm in my garage, but if you're at a gym, no one's at the gym on a Sunday, especially early. They're not really any day they're early. I mean, some, yeah, some. But, Sunday early is the best day to go to the gym. Sunday will be low bar and then quads. So just like a quad day. And then Monday will be deadlifts, posterior chain hamstrings. Tuesday will be comp bench and back, chest and back. And then Wednesday rest. Thursday will be pause low bar. Pause like 2 seconds, really pause, real easy for the time being. I will obviously progressively overload. And then a sumo. I'm throwing in sumo finally. I'm gonna keep that for a while. We're gonna keep that in there 3 weeks out. 2 weeks out, I will throw it out and taper week, but it's gonna be there for 4 weeks. Yeah, and then I said what that was Thursday. Yeah, so Friday will be because I'll do Larson. I didn't explain. I'll do Larson Tuesday with a comp bench, and then Friday will be shoulders and arms with Spoto. I'll do Spoto first, and then rest Saturday. Do it again Sunday. So I'm lifting 5 days with some rest in between. I think they're perfectly placed, and I'm not going too crazy like I've done in the past. I've benched 4 times a week for meets. It was comp bench. I think different days for everyone. I didn't do like comp bench and Spoto same day, but comp bench, different day Spoto, Larson, and then block presses. It didn't really work for me. Maybe one can say I went too hard. I didn't program it right, but I'm learning less is more. And a lot of people do less. Like some people don't even, like I'm not going to say any names, but some people just squat once a week, whether it's for meet or whatever. Let's just say for meet, peaking. And deadlift once a week and do everything once a week, like bench. Bench is usually when you do like twice a week, but it can get done with less. And then my shoulder ends up pretty. My shoulder's been amazing lately. It's been feeling amazing because when I bench 4 times or 3 times a week, I think I did 5 at one point. 5 times. That would be close grip. It just didn't feel good. Too much pushing and not enough pulling because I think pulling is more important. So benching twice a week, deadlifting twice, and squatting twice. And it's just low bar, no high bar. I wanted to, but I don't see high bar fitting in right now 6 weeks out. I'd rather do just pause low bar, and that worked for me March 2021. It worked amazing. The only bad thing was my second attempt 452 of opener 429. I paused it and I forgot I'm not supposed to pause on bench. Like you pause on bench but not on squat, and I was looking at the ref and he was just looking at me and I was like, oh shit, I should go up. And I got it. I got three whites. Yeah, I got 3 whites, yeah. And then I might have got one red, and then 2 reds, 452, and it was good. I just didn't go low, like it was easy. And then I did 452 again. I was pissed because I wanted 468, 474. That's for sure not happening this meet, but I want to go like 440 squat because that was what I did. Like that's a serious number to me. My max is 452, and it was easy March 2021. That was like I was tubby back then, chubby, full of carbs, did not diet correctly. And like the evolution of my diet is just all over the place. It's just like, it's crazy. Like even without keto, I had been dieting better before this keto journey, and I'm only doing it 3 weeks. And then after I will too. Like what that means is not that much hot Cheetos, processed foods, sugar, bad sugars, like the added sugars, stuff like that. And I gave up soda 2020, June 1st, a day after my birthday. At about 5 p.m. I think it was like 2, but I'm going to go with 5 because my mom bought me a 6-pack of Sprite, and I just wanted to finish it because no one drinks Sprite. They like Coke in my family. So I was like, I would finish it tomorrow. I wanted to stop on my birthday, but I was too bloated, So I finished it the next day, and I haven't had soda since then. So it's been 2 years and some change, like 3 months. So don't drink soda. I want to keep with the not drinking too much sugar. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna have lemonade once in a while because I love lemonade, especially like Chick-fil-A. Oh my god, or like freshly squeezed. I don't like Minute Maid. That's nasty. Like tastes like sugar, sugar. Or I can make my own obviously, and have the better sugar than the processed one. Gatorade, I drank a lot of those. I'll be drinking those meat weeks so I can have some electrolytes. Pedialyte, I guess. I just don't need it that much because I'm not doing a water cut. I could do like a Pedialyte and Gatorade, but not too crazy because that's also something you shouldn't do in a water cut. Just like I learned all these water cuts I've done. I think I've done 5. I've done 7 meets. I would say 5. 5, yeah. Yeah, I would say I've done 5 water cuts. When you do a water cut, I've never done same day, and I'm not going to this time. But same day or 24, I know about 24-hour weigh-ins. don't go crazy and just fill yourself up with fluids and electrolytes and Pedialyte and Gatorade and sugar and carbs because you don't feel good. Like you get bloated, and it drags on to the next day. And I've helped people with that, and they agreed. I was like, go slow. Their first water cut, and they go slow. And they're like, I feel good. I'm like, go at your own pace. And they're like, how? Like, whatever your own pace is, where you know you won't get bloated. And they had Pedialyte, for the 48 hours because it's 24-hour weigh-in, and then you can beat. And don't take too much. I don't think you need much carbs meat day, like for water cuts. Like for me, I mean, I was stupid. I would take like junk, because that's what people said. Like salt and vinegar chips. That one guy said it. Tim Thibodeau, I think that's his name. I found, like, I was just looking at it. That's not the water cut I do, but he said that. And then like chocolate covered almonds. I forgot his name, the powerlifter. Because I don't want to say his name wrong. That's really messed up. Tim Thibodeau. Nope, it's Tim. What the hell is his name? He opened a gym and everything. Yeah, Tim Thibodeau. I hope I said it, but yeah, that's him. So Tim, yeah, Thibodeau. Like chocolate covered almonds, salt and vinegar chips, orange juice. I do take all that. Like I look like I have groceries at my meets. Even my friends are like, dang. And then they did water cuts too, and they just brought like water and like a one Pedialyte. Yeah, so take it easy on the water cuts when you're refueling. You have about 30-ish 40-ish hours if you have a 24-hour weigh-in, and if you have same day, really take it easy. And that's gonna be me, but I'm gonna be carving up, but I'm not gonna be drinking too much fluids because I don't need it. I'm not doing a water cut. Yeah, so I just wanted to update 2 updates. Wanted to give those 2 updates about my meet November 19th and 531, why I changed, why I didn't really like it. I didn't really say why I liked it, honestly. I guess the less volume intensity while I was in off season, stuff I said before. But I'm on prep now, my own prep, not copying anyone, don't have a coach. I've been doing it like that because I like my way. I just like to be alone. I like to do things alone, I like my way. Doesn't mean I don't need help, doesn't mean I don't ask, but I prefer not to. It's just some people work alone, some people don't. I'll have a Robin once in a while, but I'm usually Batman or Spider-Man. Maybe I'll have some Avengers once in a while, but don't really need that. Just focusing on myself, my own zone, reading more, focusing on money and powerlifting and food, like nutrition. That's all I got for the video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time and tune in for the meet November 19th for sure. Well, I don't know if I'll post it. November 20th, the latest I'll have that posted. But tune in for my meet coming up. It's pretty soon. 6-7 weeks can go by fast for me. That's like 7 sessions, 6 with the taper. So yeah, that's all I got today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace out.